We back with episode 5 of season 1 of the originals. I already love it here, so let's go.
You're the one they call honorable.
Yes. That's what they call me.
Love him me some him.
And why should I trust you?
Well, for one thing, in spite of a ravenous hunger, I have not tried to take your blood.
Why not? I'm the only one here.
Even in my present condition, I would not feed from a child.
Oh, my man's needle was 1 drop. Oh, her blood's some different shit. Her blood is some different.
We had a deal. You protect my unborn child, I dismantle Marcel's army. And whilst I've been busy fulfilling my part of the bargain, you allowed Haley to be attacked and almost killed by a gaggle of lunatic witches.
You hate to see
Nothing to
it.
do with it, I swear.
Well, how, may I ask, was this particular vision interpreted?
Pretty much that your baby would bring death to all witches.
What?
I grow fonder of this child by the second.
String up, everybody! This is how they party in Rio!
Oh, she was lit. She was lit.
The elders called a vote. We're moving forward with the harvest.
What?
What the bloody hell is a harvest?
It's a ritual our coven does every 3 centuries so that the bond to our ancestral magic is restored. We appease our ancestors, they keep our ancestral power flowing.
To be reborn, we must have faith.
Oh,
Do
no.
you have faith in the harvest?
Not for a second. Sophie.
Shh.
What are you doing?
Saving the community you renounced.
You're all ridiculous. Monique, seriously? My mom told me I had to.
Yeah. Well, your mom and I are gonna have words. They had the girls of our community preparing for months. 4
Wow.
would be chosen for the harvest. They said that it was an honor, that they were special. I thought it was a myth.
Was it?
Harvest meaning they was gonna kill 4 of them girls in order to sacrifice so that they could keep their power strong. That would am I thinking about it too much, or is that what I'm hearing? Because it's so questionable.
I'm on my way.
Peace out, brother. This is the one.
You can't go out there now. I need to gather the witches' remains and consecrate them. If I don't get to them before sundown, we lose the link to their magic.
Those witches tried to kill Haley. I prefer for Marcel's informant not to find anything that would lead him back to us, to her, or to, that.
You are all class.
Stay put, and save the rest of your story till I return.
It's getting crazy.
You and Marcel seem very close.
Marcel's my family.
And yet Marcel is someone who delights in harming the witches. Those people, I would think you would consider family. This doesn't trouble you?
No. They deserve it.
Why would you say that?
Because they're liars. All of them. They made me and my friends do this harvest ritual. They said our participation would bring our family strength, health. And we'd forever be celebrated as saviors of the community. But all they really wanted was more power.
Girl.
So I left before they could get it. And now they're running out of time. Because after the harvest comes the reaping. And if they don't complete the harvest, there won't be a reaping. Soon, all the witches in the quarter will start to lose their power. Eventually, they'll cease to be witches altogether.
So what does it take to complete this ritual?
I have to die.
Girl. These bitches was killing kids to keep their power. You gotta be shitting me. Actually, you have to be. This can't be the truth. I refuse to believe that was the truth. Killing kids, yo.
2 can play the follow game,
You heard Klaus. He and Marcel are heading right where you're going.
So distract them. Because unless you want to lock a hormonal pregnant werewolf in a tomb, I'm coming with you. And wouldn't Elijah be mad if he hears that the baby and I died of asphyxiation?
You better go off, Haley girl. I like Haley now. What is this?
Like why you haven't returned Elijah. Maybe your young witch has grown partial to his company. She must get so bored.
You never stop, do you?
You never answer, do you?
Why are you so curious about Davina?
If I had a 16-year-old all-powerful witch at my beck and call, you would wonder about her too.
You're never gonna get her.
Okay. Okay. I'll ask the harmless questions then. How did you meet her?
That might surprise you. This was 8 months ago, before I banned the witches from using magic. Relations between vampires and witches weren't what you call friendly by any means, but let's just say we were a little less divided. In fact, some of us were getting along just fine.
Is that Sophie?
Anything I can do to help?
No, you've caused enough trouble with them.
What, little old me?
You're a dick. You always stir it up with the witches. Which is why this stays between us.
Messy boots.
You've never believed, but I believe enough to put everything on the line for this. And being chosen for the offering, it's an honor. It's a myth, Jane Ann.
Then Jane Ann, bitch, how about you die? How about you get chosen for the honor, bitch, and let's see if it's an honor then, bitch. Like, how about that? I hate a bitch that want to be in agreement when it ain't her. I bet you if they told Jane Ann, you know what? I think we're gonna sacrifice you, sis. She'd have been humming that tuna. I probably don't think that this is a good idea, you guys. I mean, are you sure we can do this? But since it's 4 innocent little kids, you okay with that shit? Like, hello? What are we even talking about here? Like, what are we even doing at this point?
I am the only ally you witches have in this town. Do you really want to face Marcel without me? Because that is what you'll be dealing with if you go through with the harvest.
Everything okay in your Uncle Kieran?
We were just finishing, Sean. Right? I believe I've made myself clear.
We'll take this matter to the elders. Continue your studies, Sean. Your uncle is an excellent role model. The cheval.
The witches were furious with Kieran. Sophie tells me that the witches put a hex on his nephew Sean. Made it seem like he was slowly losing his mind in order to distract Kieran, while they kept planning for the harvest.
Wow. I like the way they storytell in this. I like the way, like, especially with this episode, it started with Sophie telling Klaus, and then now we move into Marcel who told Klaus. You got Davina also telling the story. Like, you getting it from so many different perspectives, which makes it feel like, I don't know, like they just telling the story better. It keeps you more interested and on your toes to know what's gonna happen next, what's said next, how we got here. Like, this show is so fucking great, y'all.
And I'm free
From Marcel.
of magic. All our power will drain away. I'll be normal.
And is that what you want? To be normal?
I just don't want to be what I am. I can't control it sometimes. The magic. I hurt people, even when I don't mean to.
Does she have that, like, expression shit that Bonnie had? I wonder.
She's lucky. No one ever fought for me, but someone fought for her. The only one who ever spoke out against the harvest was Monique's aunt.
And who is that?
Sophie Devereux.
Do you have faith?
Oh my God.
I begged for someone to help. My own mother turned away from me. Sophie screamed and screamed for her sister, anyone to do something. But no one did.
That's fucked up.
Yet you survived. Therefore, someone or something intervened.
Yes.
Marcel.
Someone finally did. Run away! Run away!
Marcel.
You're the one who stopped it.
And I do have a rule about people abusing kids, so I did what he asked. But I was too late.
Damn.
I got you. There was something about seeing Davina fight. She didn't just go along to the slaughter, you know?
I do. Marcellus.
That is so fucked up. That all of them, even parents, fucking knew that these kids was about to fucking die and just let that shit slide. Just to have a little bit of fucking magic. Bruh. If I was Davina, respectfully, I would have had beef with my mother forever. It would have been beef until fucking in the next life, bitch, we beefing. What are you... Bruh. That's crazy.
I felt
W. Marcellus.
like she
Period.
and
Every girl who died released her power onto the next. When I was the last one, I suddenly had all of it. All the power that was supposed to be released back into the earth to appease our ancestors.
So the harvest was actually working.
Something was working. And I knew that I was supposed to be killed so the harvest could be completed and we would all be resurrected. But they lied to us about how they were killing us. How do I know they weren't lying to us about coming back? But mostly, I just didn't want to die.
And then why they had to die in a way that was like that? Like, in a way that was so fucking gruesome. Like, you couldn't put these girls to sleep and then kill them while they was put to sleep or some shit like that. Instead, you want to slit niggas' necks? Like, that is OD.
I know better.
I hope so. Because you don't want to end up on the wrong side of me.
Oh, Rebecca Michelson. You do not want to be on the wrong side of me.
Ooh. Alright, y'all. I wasn't feeling Marcel at first, but I can tell you what I am feeling. And it's the energy between him and Rebecca, and I'm loving every minute of it. Y'all know I love a bad boy, okay? Y'all know I love a bad boy, so...
I heard they were going after some pregnant werewolf. She was stupid being out there all alone.
Yeah, she was, wasn't she? Yes. It's amazing how gullible some people can be.
Tragic.
Davina, this power that you contain, drawn from your fallen friends, it's too much for you. You need control, which requires study and practice. And my mother was a very powerful witch. She left behind her grimoire as a legacy of books filled with spells. These books contain all of the tools that you might need to control your magic.
That's a lot of magic to control.
This is not manipulation. This is one thing in exchange for another. I'm offering you a deal.
Listen to little Elijah, baby. I love me some him.
Do you think he realized we were stalling him?
Unless he was stalling us.
What's wrong? What's happening?
I don't know. Something's wrong.
What?
Marcel, there's something dangerous up there. Take me back.
Damn it.
Oh, we love an actress. Respectfully would have done the same shit.
I can buy out Vincent's for you tomorrow. Maybe get you some curtains or...
Marcel, you know what I really want? I want to make them pay.
Okay. So I'm wondering if it was her who came up with the ideas to like be like they can't use their powers.
Now what? You just gonna leave her up there for anybody to find?
I'm not in the mood, Kieran.
You were supposed to get her out of New Orleans after the harvest. We failed those other 3 girls. We didn't fail her. That is why I came to you for help. That was the plan.
Plans change.
Especially after you found out how powerful she was.
Let's get something straight. For 8 months since you left, I've been running this town just fine. I don't need you coming back and getting in my business. I will do what I want, where I want. Got it?
You want to be the boss? You want to call the shots? Fine. But I call the shots with the humans.
Ooh, he said you want a war? Bitch, I'll give you a war. How about that?
And you don't want to make an enemy of me. So, I would suggest one thing. Stay away from my niece.
Niece?
The hell's your niece?
Cammy.
Oh, I knew who his niece was. Y'all, I'm sorry.
The harvest ritual. You said you didn't believe in it. Were you right?
No. I saw it with my own eyes. It was working. It was real.
So how can you be so sure Sabine's vision isn't?
Bitch, you telling me that something is fake and you don't even know for a fact? Can't take it.
Taking me on a field trip to distract me. Pathetic and obvious. I taught you better than that.
You taught me to protect what's mine. You will not take Davina from me. End of story.
An immutable law of nature, Marcel, is the strong always take from the weak.
Oh, if you were so strong, you wouldn't have run away from New Orleans like a little bitch all those years ago.
No, because who the fuck you be talking to? That's what I'm saying. Like, Klaus need to assert some dominance here.
The bunch of children for too long. Don't mistake me for one of your Nightwalker lackeys, Marcel. I can take Davina anytime I like.
Do forgive me, Marcel. If anyone is to teach my brother a lesson, it's me.
Yeah.
I don't care if we have to get...
We love Elijah. When Elijah is just such a, for lack of better words, Elijah's a real nigga. And I fuck with Elijah.
Nick, finally, what? Elijah. You're safe.
We love that.
Now that you're home, is your first plan to kill Nick Klaus?
Excuse me. Just a moment.
Where's he going?
Oh, he likes her. Like, likes her.
You're back.
I'm back.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
I kind of loved him. I'm not gonna lie. Something about, like, while I found Klaus and Rebecca at times somewhat unbearable on the Vampire Diaries, on here it's like a breath of fresh air. Like, it just feels like a new vibe. Can you see how genuinely happy I am watching this? Like, bitch, 5 episodes in and I haven't even threatened to quit. Like, Give me some fucking credit here. Enjoying.
Now that Marcel has Davina, how are we even supposed to find her? If we don't finish the harvest, Monique and those two other girls are dead for real.
Look at me. You and I are gonna find a way to get Monique back. It'll be our little secret. We'll do it together. We'll seal off the cemetery from the vampires, find Davina, stop Marcel, and finish the ritual once and for all. Even if I have to slit Davina's throat myself.
Oh, wow.
We thought we'd come here to wage a war for power. This is about family. In order to return her niece to life, Sophie Devereux will fight to the death. That makes her more dangerous than anyone.
Wow. Wow. Wow, y'all. Shook to my fucking core. I can't even find the words to say, y'all. Good night.